What's up, everyone? Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2, except today's video is going to be a little throwback to my sales in July. Something I wanted to do on this channel was show my sales every single month that I've been reselling, and I need to go back and do some months for you. So today's video is going to be what sold in July. I'm going to share my screen, do a voiceover, so this will probably be a quicker what sold video, but I do want to share my sales with you and then my total numbers and everything like that. So I apologize for a Vlogmas video being a July sales video, but there's still some good sales and I still think you could maybe learn something or learn from my mistakes. So I also promise that I'm not always in this spot, not always wearing this sweatshirt, but it is the comfiest thing, and I figured a quick little intro like this will get the job done. So happy Vlogmas Day 2. I did decide I'm going to upload my videos the day after the first day in case I do film on that day. So just makes sense, easier for my schedule. And I did want to update you on my listings. I did list 5 today and I relisted 5. I technically relisted 6 because I had an eBay sale last month that never paid, and I finally got around to relisting it. So with that being said, let's get into what sold for me in July. So first I wanted to go over my numbers for the month of July. I'm happy to say this July was the first month I ever got over $1,000 gross sales. So slowly but surely making my way up there. So as you can see, I had 30 total sales in the month of July. 25 were on Poshmark, 3 on eBay, 2 on Mercari, and no direct sales because I don't actually really advertise direct sales. They just sort of happen sometimes. But as I said, I did get over $1,000, $1,048.85, and then I deducted my $198.40 cost of goods, my $63.46 of shipping, and then platform fees were $202. That darn Poshmark with 20%. So that takes my net profit for the month of July to $595.88. Not bad, getting up there, like I said. I was very happy with this month. I was very excited to finally reach over $1,000 in gross sales. So now I'm just working to, $1,000 profit. Let's quickly just go over my averages. So my average sale price in the month of July was $34.96, which still pretty good. I like to be up there in the 30s is I feel like a good spot for me. My average cost of goods was $6.61, which is pretty good for me as well. I feel like that's pretty normal. My average profit per item was $19.86. I would like this to be a little higher. So I either need to get my average sale price up or my average cost of goods down. I think I want to get my average sale price up instead. Anyway, still not bad, but could use some improvement. And then it took an average of 45.13 days to sell out of the items that I sold in July. So that's not too bad. That's actually pretty good. About a month and a half essentially to sell things. Obviously, we all want fast sales, but if that happened, then you'd have to be sourcing like crazy. So all in all, very happy with how July went. So let's take a look at what actually sold in July for me. And now, unfortunately, since I took so long to film this video, I can't actually show you the items in eBay. So I'm showing you my Vendoo drafts. So this is a Rebecca Taylor tank top. I sold it for $42.20, including shipping. And that top and this one I got in my reseller inventory buyout. This top was a Hale Bob silk top, and this sold for $39.95 including shipping. I got each of those for about $2 and some change, so I profited around $30 for each of them. give or take a few dollars. So they both sold about a month after I listed them, so not bad. And then this on Poshmark was this DKNY. This is also from the reseller inventory buyout. I sold this one for just $20, and I profited $11, which is, my profit from this buyout is kind of all over the place, but I thought this was a cute sweater and it sold in 21 days. So again, not bad. This Good American dress is the first time I ever found Good American, and I found it at my Goodwill. Unfortunately, it took 115 days to sell, but it did sell for $64, so I profited $40. Really cute. I don't know why it took so long. I do think I did the sizing wrong on the listing for Good American sizing, like vanity sizing, so that's probably it now that I think about it and my new brand knowledge, but there you go. Next thing I sold was this Veronica Beer dress. It sold for $70. I picked this up for around $30 at a Buffalo Exchange, and I didn't realize until I got home that the button was missing, but this just goes to show you that you can still sell brands like Veronica Beard when they're flawed for a good amount. So I still ended up profiting around, unfortunately, only $15, but I could have gotten way more if the button wasn't there. But lesson learned. Then on Mercari, I sold this Gymshark top for only $30, but Gymshark always sells really, really fast for me. And so this one did sell in 5 days, and I profited $18. So I usually pick up Gymshark for the right price because it's always a fast flip, and I like to throw in some athletic wear. The next thing I sold is this Oscar de la Renta slip. Sold for $35, as you can see. Again, you hear me say it all the time if you watch my videos and my hauls, but do not skip the pajama section. You are missing out on money. This was the expensive Oscar de la Renta tag, not like the pink line, or I forget what that's called. So really happy with this. It was really cute, and I ended up profiting about $18 on that as well. This Free People jumpsuit took forever to sell. It took forever. I got it for $10, so my profit ended up being $22, but it took, let me check my spreadsheet, it took 119 days to sell, and I think it's probably even longer with that from when I originally listed it, but I don't know, guys. It took forever to sell, but it's really, I personally think it's a little ugly, but it's pretty cute in some way. I don't know. We can move on. Next thing I sold was on Mercari, was this Eddie Bauer sweater. I don't know why I picked this up. I've had this since I went on one of my first sourcing trips. I thought somebody would like it. So, somebody did. Somebody bought it for $23. I have it listed, said that it was listed for 102 days. I know it's more than that, because at some point I redid all my listings in my spreadsheet, and those are the dates I'm going by, so it probably was honestly closer to 200. But then I sold this Bowden skirt. This was also from my reseller buyout. I thought this skirt was very cute, so I only sold it for $18, so I profited about $10, but it did sell in a month about, which I thought was good for a wool skirt and kind of more like a spring pattern. I don't usually pick up Bowden, but I did have quite a few Bowden pieces in this reseller inventory buyout, so it was kind of fun to sell the brand a little bit more. And I really did like the pattern of this skirt, and it was just really nice quality as well. This next sale, obviously, wow, my most exciting one. I've had this shirt also for forever. So I actually really only paid $1 and change for this at a fill-a-bag thrift store. I should have looked at the condition more closely, but it eventually sold. So sold for $10 and never again. And then I sold this other Disney bundle of little girls tops. So I got a bunch of kids clothes for free off the Next Door app. So All of this was profit, my whole $3.55 after my shipping discount and Poshmark fees, but you know, profit is profit, and I probably wouldn't list free kids clothing again like this, unless it's like Burberry, but I will take free clothing whenever I can, and I had some good sales out of that. So this next brand is one I love to find. I guess I've only found it twice, but both times it's sold. And again, this sold with a flaw. There was a little hole in the sleeve, but of course the brand is Arc'teryx. And I believe this sold pretty fast. Yep, it sold in a day. So that's really great. I profited $16, so I feel like I could have, obviously without the hole, I could have gotten more, but I'm still happy with this flip and this profit. And obviously always look out for Arc'teryx because it will sell fast and all of their pieces are nice. Then I had a bundle sale, which bundle sales are pretty not common for me. So I'll just quickly go through these pieces. The first item was this Emporio Armani blazer. I got this in a not so mystery reseller box. There was some deodorant staining on the inside, but obviously this person wanted it anyway. And then these Madewell pants that also were not listed for very long. I believe they sold maybe within like 2 days. Yep, 2 days. And then the last thing was this shirt that was from my reseller buyout, which had some cracking on the logo. So I'm actually really happy this sold in this bundle. So basically that's 2 flat items, but this sold for $90 with free shipping. So good return on all of those items together. So really happy. Again, I don't sell a lot of bundles, so it's always nice when I'm able to. So the next item I sold in July was actually this JCrew cardigan. And I believe this actually sold same day. I wouldn't normally pick up something like this, but I picked it up for only a few dollars. Listed for $25, it sold for $20. Also, how awful is this model picture? But yeah, so I wouldn't have picked it up if it wasn't new with tagged, but I don't know, it goes to show you that JCrew doesn't have to sit around forever. This next piece is a brand I love selling. I love selling their dresses in particular. So this was a 100% silk Sundance dress. I ended up profiting total $23. Sundance is a brand that you want to be careful with stock photos. Luckily, this sold fast enough and where I didn't get caught, but as you can see, the dress just photographed weirdly. So I really liked this model picture as well. So just FYI, be careful with any of their stock photos, because believe it or not, this is a stock photo and not a blogger photo. So back to another Bowden piece from my reseller inventory buyout. This top was a weird blend. It was wool and Tencel in a top, which I thought was strange, but it was actually kind of a really cool top. Had ruching on the side, which is popular, so it sold for $30, which I feel like is good for a blouse, especially like this. I mean, it's just the pattern's very minimal, but happy with that turnaround. Profited about $18 off of this top. And also from my reseller inventory buyout was this kimono. The brand is just Blue Planet, and I don't know where that's from, but it was in a size 3X, which was really good, and I thought it was really pretty. Some of the fringe did get messed up a tiny bit, but it sold for $20. I profited only around $11 on this, but again, I had a wide range of profiting from this buyout, so, you know. Okay, so this was a really good Lululemon sale. These were crop leggings, and they sold for $60 because they were still available on the website. So that was really exciting. Normally, crop athletic wear, even if it is Lululemon, may not do that well, but since these were still available, I picked them up. Honestly, I didn't even check that when I bought them. I hardly ever find Lululemon, so I just kind of bought them to have Lululemon in my closet, but it was a nice surprise that they were still available, and I was really excited about that sale. I profited a little over $40 on that. So this next item is a brand from Australia. Australian brands can do pretty well. I thought this would sell for a little bit more, but I only profited $13 on it, so probably wouldn't pick it up again unless I got it for cheaper. But the brand is Showpo, in case I didn't say that or you didn't see it, but it was a really pretty dress. I really liked it. It was new with tags, but I couldn't find any comps on this exact style, so maybe that was part of the reason, but still, it's always nice to try brands. And this was the first time I ever found Tory Burch. I had these in my death pile forever. But I sold them for $48. I ended up profiting almost $28 on it, and they only took 2 days to sell, so that was really exciting. And I also bought them not marked up, and usually my Goodwill marks it up, so that was a really good sale for me. And I don't know what was happening here, but I pretty much went on this kick of just selling shoes. So the only time I've ever picked up Sorel, because the only time they were cheap enough. So I bought these Sorel sandals, and they sold pretty fast, I believe, in 11 days. And I ended up profiting $25 after all the fees and everything, so not a bad sale, but I do hate how I took this cover photo. I don't think that looks very good. Also, the only time I've ever picked up Doc Martens, because I don't really find them, and usually when I do, they're marked up, but these were a pair of kids' shoes that sold for $28. I only profited $11.95 off of them, and they did take a long time to sell, so unless they're like the pink sparkly boots or something, I probably wouldn't pick up kids Doc Martens again. But, happy that someone is going to use these on their kid, because they are super cute. And speaking of death piles, I bought these last fall or winter, and I didn't list them until July, and they sold for full price for $65 in 2 days. So this is also the only time I've ever picked up Merrell. It's not a brand that really just interests me, but these boots, if I found these boots again, I'd pick them up because I do think they're a cuter style of Merrell. But yeah, they sold full price in 2 days, so just another reminder to list your death pile for sure, because I kind of kicked myself for why I let it sit that long. Now back to eBay. So this is a brand called Coolie Bar. I have sold, before this skirt, I sold one of their shirts before. This sold on eBay, but of course I'm showing you on my Vendoo account. Including shipping, it sold for $35.70, and then after everything, I profited $22.41 on it. It's one of those UV protection, outdoor kind of swim brands, so a very good brand for the summertime. Highly recommend it if you pick it up. They sell in that $30 range, so if you can get it for cheap enough, I would definitely pick it up. The other one sold on Poshmark, and that one sold on eBay. So good brand all around. Now, this surprised me. I got these pants in my reseller inventory buyout. When I looked up comps on these, now they only sold for 28, right? But you would not believe the sell-through rate on these. It was ridiculous. I didn't realize that like colored pants were still in style. And as you can see, like there was blogger pictures and everything. I did get a bad rating on this because the person didn't agree with the color, but like that's not my like it was just like a subjective definition of color. But anyway, seriously, these sold in 22 days. But again, like the sell-through rate was just like, I was amazed at how many had sold. If you're curious, go look it up. This was actually the first Lululemon piece I had ever found, and I found it last fall. So this took, let me get the correct number for you, 143 days to sell, and actually it is more than that. I don't know why, I thought it was cute. Maybe it's because I didn't have a size with it, but I had measurements. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it was a top, but I still ended up profiting. Nope, I only profited $12, so that's not very exciting. I was just happy to see it go and get it out because, yeah, I had this forever. But I was so excited when I found it, so that's a little sad. This next piece is by Cupcakes and Cashmere, the only time I've ever picked up this brand. When I bought it, I, for some reason, thought it was a coat. It never occurred to me that it was just a longer blazer until I ran comps. I profited about $15, and it did sell within 22 days, so really not bad. I think this is like a Ben's piece or something, but yeah, I mean, it's cute. It's definitely very stylish, very trendy, very in season. But, $25, definitely when I sell things for higher than that. How ironic, going down to a $15 sale. This was from my reseller inventory buyout. I wish this had been closer to a size I could model, because I think modeled this would have done much better because it's very Y2K. Brown is trendy, but that's okay. It sold for $15. I only profited $7, but that's okay. Still sold it. So the reseller buyout was pretty much just a way for me to bulk up the number of listings I had, and kind of supplement my Goodwill finds. So rounding out the month with not a very good sale, I only profited about $4 on this because I bought it at a buy-sell trade store, and when I got home, I realized that it was really just like a cheapy online brand. I just thought it was really cute, but, sold for $20. After everything, profited $4.54. So that is everything that I sold in July, and I'm actually going to end the video here, so thank you so much for watching.